Tawney is a character who will do a lot of stuff just because she gets told to do stuff. Sometimes. It'll be like, Tawney, you want some of this? Yes, I definitely do, and take it before I know what it is and drink it. You know what I mean? Like, Tawney, you want some tea? Yes, take the tea, drink it. Could have had anything in it. I don't know. Just fine. Like, cool. You know? So, where are their names? Thaldor, who's like a dwarf, and Lars, Hippie Kicker's NPC, who's like an Einhar, like a big Viking guy, are both like brewmasters, like brewers, and they're looking to like put some stuff into their still to like try. They've just finished making their still, and they're looking to put some like alchemy stuff into it to like make stuff. So they're like, Tawney, we hear you have lots of alchemy stuff, you know, like, can you give us some, you know, so that we can like make some alcohol and we'll share with you, you know? And I'm like, I can't really, because I don't have enough for me and for you, so I gotta keep mine so I can have mine so that I can make my stuff that'll save people. And they're like, yeah, that's fine, that's okay. Like, there was no argument there. It was like, yeah, you're an alchemist, you need your alchemy stuff too. We were just wondering if you had extra, sort of thing. And then Hippie, frickin' Lars, goes, why don't you try some of this, though? This is what we got right now. We need to make better stuff than this. And I'm like, all right. So I take this jug, and it literally looks like a 4-liter jug full of pee. It looks like a 4-liter jug full of pee. I have no idea what it's going to taste like out of character. It looks like a 4-liter jug full of pee. And I open it up, and I take a drink, and it's like lemon flavored or whatever. I take a little drink of it, and on the tag it says, fermented pee, 1 stamina, like 1 stamina damage. So it's like really weak fermented pee alcohol. So I take a drink from this jug, and I hand it back to Lars, and I'm like, ugh. And I just like sort of like turned and walked away, like making this like awkward, disgusted face of like, oh god, you know, like I'm gonna get it out of my mouth, you know, like, and I just turned and walked away. I mean, the actual stuff didn't taste bad, you know. It's lemon drink, you know, like I could have chugged that whole bottle and been super happy. But I had to roleplay that I just drank fermented pee. Like, when your character is an alchemist, recognize pee as a reagent. Yeah, but they told me to have some. I mean, I didn't really look at it, you know? Like, I just drank it. I'd have to look at it to recognize pee. They were like, this is the drink we are drinking. Like, it was like half empty. He'd been drinking it, you know? Why do you have a bottle of fermenting pee? His character's an alcoholic, and it's been just, like, dry. You know, like, there hasn't been any alcohol. But next month, we're gonna have some. Yay! Because we have a still, and we made some. I gave them some alchemy stuff at the end. I gave them some gold leaf to put in there. I give them some gold leaf to put into their alcohol, so it's gonna be fancy. It's gonna be fancy alcohols, you know? And that's cool. That's cool. That's a cool thing. Make their alcohols all fancy. Yeah. So I gave them some gold leaf. And what else did I give them? Some berries. Some other stuff. It's gonna be delicious. And I'm gonna drink it. Because the problem with Tawney's stamina right now is she can drink. She can't even drink 1 intoxicant, which is 5 stamina damage, and 5. Those are what I make. I make intoxicant doses, which are like 5 stamina damage. So what that does is I have 4 HP, so 5 stamina knocks me out for an hour, because you have to regenerate that 1 back to your like total. You know what I mean? So 5 stamina knocks me out for an hour. If I drink my own intoxicant, I knock myself out for an hour. Makes me woozy and I fall asleep. Fermented lily pad juice. It's really potent. So you know, I need to find alternatives that are a little bit less potent. Just a little bit less strong. I can also make heavy intoxicants, which are 10 stamina damage. I'm looking forward to doing that to someone. Seems very complicated. It's not. It's really not. It sounds more complicated than it is when you don't have a frame of reference, but the rulebook, the stuff you need to know to play is like nothing. It's like a couple of pages. You know? For any of you who do want to know what the rulebook is, I can link it to you, actually. Let's do that, just in case you're interested. Sell lily pad juice for fermented lily pad juice. Crush up them lily pads. And then you alchemize them. You alchemicalize them. Rulebook preview. There you go, everybody. You want to see the Underworld rulebook? It's right there. That's the rulebook I use for LARP. Right there. It's cool. What's this? I want to see. Never mind. But yeah, so it's right there. But there's really very little you need to know to play the game. If you're playing like a fighter character, you could show up and know nothing and be a master by the end of the weekend. Very easy. I'm trying to think of other cool stories I can tell you. What other stories? I think I'm tapped out for this weekend. There's a lot of cool stuff that happened, but a lot of it didn't involve me. Or it happened and I was asleep. Honestly, you'd be afraid to screw up and then everyone hates you in the RP. See, that's the thing. Everybody hating you is still a thing that you can work with. It's like a cool thing that you can like work to solve, you know, if that happened. Nobody would immediately hate you for making mistakes. That's stupid. But definitely like there are, you know, there are ways to make everyone hating you a cool roleplay thing. Oh, expert staff parrying? Yeah, I should do that one. That's a good story. So another Tawney story. It's a little shorter, but one of the Ajanti guys, Elias, came up to me. Elias and Eduardo are brothers, and they're both Ajanti. And Ajanti is like Romani, sort of like, you know, like Eastern European accents, lots of colors, kind of characters, like gypsy characters, even though that's kind of like a, you know, kind of not a word I want to use. That's the best way to describe them. And he comes up to me and he goes, "Tawney, I heard there's frogs down by the river." And I go, "Oh, frogs? I want to see the frogs. I want to go down to the river. All right." And then I just walked away. Like, I just walked out. And he's like, "Tawney, I don't think you should really go alone. That seems like a bad, Eduardo, we're going with Tawney." And Eduardo's like, "Okay." You know, like, the two of them, like, follow me behind. Made an intentional jerk? Yeah, Aaron is an intentional jerk. So I'm headed down the path, like, towards the river, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna find frogs. That's awesome. You know, like Tawney's all excited because Tawny Brain is just like something cool, you know, like, and she's a riverboater and she loves the water and rivers and murky algae and all that stuff. So she's all excited, headed down towards the river. But as we start going down the path, these wolves show up. These freaking wolves show up, and when we turn to fight them, because like we have to basically. These are like NPC wolves, like wolves played by NPCs. And as Tawney, I'm going like, nice wolves, you don't have to fight us, we are nice, you can leave, it's okay. And then like Eduardo and Elias and some other people are like fighting wolves, and Eduardo gets knocked down, let's just say, and it is just me and Elias in front of this one wolf played by Hippie. And I was like, oh, fuck, like, in my head, out of character, because Tawny's terrible at fighting, and I don't have very much HP, and I'm going to die, and I don't want to die to a wolf. That's lame. So I've got my staff, and he's coming at me with, like, 2 claws going, you know, like, too normal, whatever, wolf stuff, I can't remember, and while I'm sort of blocking and parrying with my staff and, like, managing to keep him off me, I'm going like, let me see, maybe I can speak wolf, I'll try and say we surrender, okay, I'll try and say we surrender while I'm parrying, and I'm going like, as I'm trying to, like, parry freaking wolf attacks, and like hoping that the roleplay will do something. But eventually one of my friends comes over and starts like smacking it into the ground, you know, and it dies. But it was super cool. Little parts of roleplay, like little pieces of roleplay, that you can get done, you know, by sort of just, like, even in mundane moments where it's just, like, fighting and so forth, like, if you can make it interesting, why not make it interesting? Why not create more character depth? Why not do something else, you know? It's cool, right? I mean, it's the best way to develop that shit. So there you go. So that's another story. I managed not to get hit, because if I'd gotten hit once by that wolf, I would have died. Would not have been fun. But we have one character in game who's like this big Minotaur character. Like, he plays like a Minotaur. Yeah, 5 normal and dual claws. Yeah, it's bad. This big Minotaur character, and he swings for 9s. 9s! It's insane! I swing for 1, by the way, with my staff. 1 normal. He swings for 9. It's like this beefy, strong as hell character. Absolutely decimates the hell out of, like, everybody. Yeah. Don't get hit by the Minotaur. Yeah, 9 normal, yeah, because he has a normal weapon at the moment. When he gets a magic one, it'll be 9 magic. It's probably going to be 10 soon. But yeah, 9. When the regular longsword, like a regular longsword attack is 2. Regular longsword attack is 2. Regular 2-handed attack is 4, like for a greatsword. It's like 4. So 9 is crazy. Does he actually have a half bull, or is it all RP? He's got like this big helmet with like horns on it, and just like face makeup, basically. Yeah,